All right. So Elena, so let's talk about, business networking events, right? So I was for the first part, just warm up. I'm just gonna ask you some
Mhm.
questions and just answer, in full sentences. So how often do you attend networking events?
Uh, how often do I attend networking events? Uh, well, usually once or twice every month,
Okay.
but I definitely want to attend networking events more.
Okay. All right. Nice. And will they be online or in person, or give me some more details about these networking
Mhm.
events?
Um, Actually, I've never been on online
Oh,
networking event. So usually I go to in-person networking events and networking events that specialize in a certain industry. So it's not like open-ended, but for example, for medical companies or for litigation lawyers, like litigators.
right.
So very niched areas where I can meet my potential clients.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, very good. And so here, I've never been to, I would say, never been to an online
I've
event.
never been to
Great.
an
Okay.
online. Mhm.
Good. And so now, what's your main goal when it comes to networking events?
Um, well, my main goal is to meet my potential clients or people who can introduce me to a potential clients
Oh, wow. Okay, nice. So to generate leads.
to generate leads. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Interesting. Nice. So that's a good goal. So that's clear. You have that specific one. And next one is, do you find it easier to talk about your technical expertise, like when you meet these potential clients, to talk about what you know, your technical expertise, or about yourself as a professional?
Uh, oh, Honestly, it's not easy to talk about myself in general. So that's why I struggle with that, but I do that. I try to talk more about my professional expertise than rather than about myself.
I see.
Uh, yeah.
Okay, nice. And what let's go deeper into that. So it's not it's not here, but so what's your general, when you go there, do you have a game plan when you go to these events? Do you have, or do you just kind of go and see you know, how it goes,
Got it. Yeah, I don't have a game plan, and it's a good point. I should have a game plan. I
Right.
usually go and go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I guess maybe some people would argue that
Hmm.
having a game plan, having a strategy, because I went to one, my most successful networking event. I went to, I don't know if you know, it's this Viva Tech.
No,
Like it's like
I
it's
never heard about them.
oh, so the Viva Tech, it's the biggest technology conference probably in at least in Europe, maybe not in the US. There's probably some in Silicon Valley that are bigger, but this is in Paris. And I went 2 years ago to one, and basically I was working for an AI company. Right? Well, that's a kind of actually it was interesting because I started teach the CEO. I was teaching the CEO,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Oh, I can't go to this event, but we have classes, so you know about my business. You can go just generate leads. You can go talk to them. I'll
Hmm.
give you the VIP pass." And I got 75 contacts, like top level, in two
Oh,
days.
that's amazing.
And but basically, I went with there with a plan. I had ready. I just said, okay, this is a speech. I had like a yeah, pretty much like a script, right? Or at least not a. It
What was it, like a networking event or conference?
was a conference, but there were like, of course, networking events within
Hmm.
the conference, and there was like
Hmm.
speeches and cocktail hours and lunches and presentations. And basically, I just went there, and my only goal was to do that, and it worked. So maybe could be good to come up.
It's a very good point. Yeah, and we have a lot of conferences here, so I agree. I agree. That's a much better game plan. to came prepared, know what you want, prepare your speech, and kind of navigate conversations rather than just listen for a long time how people talk about themselves.
Yeah. Because it's like, get the
Yeah,
context.
like let's
Context.
go. We're working here. Yeah,
Right, right. Okay, nice. So what kinds of people are most useful? So you said you want leads, but are you going for
right.
founders? Are you going for employees? Are you going for decision makers? Who are the most useful people?
Well, ideally, that would be decision makers, which normally, if it's a startup, that's gonna be a CEO.
Okay.
And if that's a big corporations, that's gonna be people inside of the company, but who makes decisions in marketing department
Hmm.
or like research and development. That usually the teams who we work with.
Okay, nice. And so a follow-up on that, so what would be a way for you to determine in the first few minutes if they are the decision makers, in order to make it, cut down
Hmm.
on all the wasted time.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it's you understand it from the first question. What do you do?
What do you do?
And you kind of know the position of the person. And since I've done already, I worked with almost 400 companies, and we've done 1,600 projects. I already know, I nailed who is my perfect client.
Oh, wow. Okay, great
Hmm.
expressions. Yeah. So you already have a profile of the exact person,
Correct.
right, that
Yeah.
you need. Okay, nice. And so if you're, let's say, what percentage of the people that you meet at these network events are your ideal clients? So what,
A very few, honestly, a very few, but I think I do it incorrectly. I go on a networking events rather than conferences where you have all professional people there for a reason and you just network and network and network like you did.
yeah. Yeah, that could be
Hmm.
another interesting. So conferences, especially what I did, well, what the guy did, he got me like the VIP ticket,
Hmm.
right? With those, it was like $2,000,
Hmm.
but that's where you get the high quality.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you get the highest leads.
Yes,
Hmm.
right, because it's already they filter out. And
Right.
a lot of these founders, I mean, they're so busy and they're so overwhelmed that
Hmm.
they want to filter out a lot of people. That
Hmm.
so that's that could be one strategy. Okay, and so if you meet a person and they're just an employee or they're just someone who's not really useful from just a business standpoint, do
Hmm.
you have like how do you kind of walk away, or how do you get the contact, or do you just
Yeah, that's a very tricky one because usually on I don't have a strategy for that, but usually in my industry it's mainly I speak with guys, and it's usually guys in the rooms in on these events, and they really like to talk to me because it's after work and let's talk to a girl, and I'm like I don't know how to finish it, but I also like it's the conversation is not there, like it's over. So yeah, usually I get a huge group of people around me and we just talk kind of all together, and at some point I'm just like very nice to meet everyone, I need to move forward.
right?
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And something else. What about like let's say getting because maybe sometimes they might not be the perfect client, but they might be able to connect to you,
Connect.
right?
Correct.
So do you
Hmm.
have like do you do like QR codes, or do you do business cards, or do you
Yeah, we usually I would say business cards are not that popular anymore because people use QR codes and they connect on LinkedIn.
right, right, right.
Hmm.
Okay, nice. And do you send like follow-up messages?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, next day, immediately.
nice.
Hmm.
Okay, great, awesome. And what's the most challenging thing here?
The most challenging thing for me is to break the ice.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's like when I see, and sometimes like that you need to talk to specifically this and this and this person, but I don't know how to basically be the first one who would stop by and start a conversation.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well,
Mhm.
that could be even a full lesson by itself. So maybe we can take note of that.
Yeah, let's
So
do it.
right, if that's the biggest challenge, that's the biggest pain point, then we should
Mhm.
definitely do that. Yes, I mean what worked for me, but later we'll go deeper into it. It's just like a very like just a comment on whether it's like the surrounding areas or like oh whatever product they have or something that's there, not just like, oh, hi, what do you do? Like, that's one way to do it, and it works. Where it's
Mhm.
just efficient, and it's like, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. I do this. Tell me about yourself.
Mhm.
And then, because then you don't have to think about it. The important thing is not, it's just mechanical. That's how I was able to get 75 top level contacts in 2 days.
Mhm.
So like, hey, how you doing, sir? I'm David. Nice to meet you. This is what I do, blah, 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 blah. Tell me about your business. And then and then it's the like really like listening and reacting. Oh
Mhm.
wow, you do supply chain management. Wow, that's very interesting. Oh wow. And then do you have AI? Do you use an integration, a ChatGPT API? Oh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then what's your
Mhm.
biggest challenge? What's your biggest pain point? Oh, what can be the biggest game changer in your business? Right? And just boom, questions, 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 and a lot of passion and interest. And then boom,
Mhm.
let me get your card and let me reach out to you with some solutions. Bam. That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds fantastic.
But we'll work on that. We'll work on that. So let's do this one. So let's start working on some of these expressions. All right. So we already used this one to break the
Mhm.
ice. All right. And so, how do you break the ice? How have you done it? What has been the best way to break the ice in the past?
Uh, well, I do it. I did it rarely,
Mm.
but when I did it, I did it basically just straightforward. Hello, my name is Elena. I do that. What are you doing?
Okay. Okay. Interesting. 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 So that's like the traditional way, and sometimes it does work because people, all this fluff and all this, especially in America, we like efficiency
Mhm.
and directness and no games, right? So.
I honestly I notice that people are usually very warm and they like to start from far away. So they would point out something from the outside, like nice event, what brings you to this event?
Right.
Yeah, I don't do that, but I think I need to start. I need to have my, I don't know, a couple of ways of breaking the ice and just pick one and start from there.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, that sounds like good. And then next week I'll prepare some different strategies for breaking the ice. And
Awesome. Sounds good.
good, good, good. So let's talk about value proposition. So maybe try to use it and this term, right?
Mhm.
So what's your value proposition, for example?
Um, my value proposition is um, value proposition explanation how you service solve a problem. Okay. My main value proposition is to explain complex product or process in a very simple way.
Oh, okay, interesting. And so so you sell a product, or is it more like a service?
It's a service.
It's a service.
Yes, we are basically explaining complex products or processes in a simple way where, um, for example, medical devices that uh, change a heart valve.
Okay.
There
So,
is such a thing as invisible shot, where you can't actually record it on video, and there is no way of showing it correctly
right.
from the side where we can see how the device works and what's the benefits of it in a simple way. And there is no way to explain it quick in 15, 30 seconds, 60 seconds of how it works.
Right.
So that's what I do.
And so there you do a model, you create a 3D model.
Right. Yeah. We
Okay.
create a 3D model and then we create an animation with this model.
Oh, interesting. All right, good. So let's say I'm a client, right?
Hmm.
And I'm, let's say, in that one, in the medical industry, and I'm a
Hmm.
decision maker. I have, I don't know, a clinic or a hospital or something. And how would you just in, yeah, like 15 or 30 seconds, just tell me what you do and how you can solve the problem that I have?
Um,
So let's say,
okay. Uh,
my problem is, okay, I sell some these very technical, I don't know, like MRI machines.
Awesome. I run a 3D animation studio and we specialize on explaining complex products in processes in a simple way.
Ooh, okay. Okay, very nice. So specialize in.
Specialize in. Mhm.
Good, good. Okay, so that's good. And so we specialize in, okay, good, good, good. Okay, and then the follow-up question would be, so they say like, how do you do it? Right. So you specialize in explaining this, and then what's the,
What's the process,
yeah, what's the process?
basically?
Yeah, how do you do that?
We create a 3D model of your MRI machine,
Hmm.
and we work with your team on getting all of the instructions and details of how it works, your main sales points, your main benefits, and we incorporate it in a short 60-second video.
Ooh, okay. I like that, right? Because it's like the concrete. We do that. Okay, and then something else. So what results? So sometimes it's about like results driven. So what results will they have? So so like
Mhm.
what you do, how you do it, and what will they get?
Mhm. Got it. Um, Well, it's very important for your clients to understand your complex product. And if they can't understand it really quickly, they lose attention and they will go somewhere else because they will for sure not buy something that they don't understand, especially in medical field where it costs. Like each product costs a lot of money. So they will make sure to understand what they are buying. And we need to make sure that you have an animation on your homepage or when you're giving a sales speech or when you're raising money um, to explain how your product works and what are the benefits of your product.
Yes, okay, great. So maybe something that'd be interesting, maybe to start off with that, I think, 'cause that's the biggest value proposition,
Mhm.
because that's the problem they have. They want to sell, and then
Yeah.
and that's the biggest. So it's almost like trying to get them through questions, get them to answer that thing, like, oh, what's the biggest problem, or what would make the biggest difference in your business? And they talk,
Hmm.
oh, this and that, and then once they say, oh. The biggest problem is selling, explaining. Then, bam, that's, start with that. Go straight into that and start with that and then finish with uh, the explanation of what it is. But basically, it's like, oh, the biggest problem that people have is selling the product and explaining the product. And we
Hmm.
do it in a 60-second video where we explain everything, and the sale is 90% done.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
So something like that.
Got it.
That could be part of the elevator speech.
Uh-huh.
Speech or pitch. We can also say pitch or.
Mm-hmm.
So start with the biggest pain point, which is selling it and explaining it, and then once it's explained, then it sells itself. That can be some else that we can incorporate, right? Good, good, good. All right. So this term, right? So industry specific. So So you want to try using this one, industry specific. So for example,
Um,
industry specific events, industry specific, so we use it as an adjective and then something else.
Industry specific.
So it can be like,
Um,
or maybe like, is your product, let's say, is your service, well, more like a service, but the videos are could be a digital product as well. Are they industry specific, or can you tend to any industry?
uh, we can, our service is not industry specific, but because we can basically explain anything. It just need to be something complex that needs to be explained.
I see. Okay, I see. Nice. And would you say, or what industries you would say are your you know
Main industries.
main industries, or which ones would you prefer to work with, or do you think you'd be more effective with?
Copy that. I really enjoy working with medical industry and medical devices.
Hmm.
Uh, I also really like technical animations. We work with a lot of I don't even know. Like we worked with so many industries with agriculture, cannabis, um, heavy machinery. It's just we've done a lot. But yeah, let me say I prefer working with medical industry, and I prefer work no wait. I prefer to work with medical industry.
Yeah, or I would say, or in the
Ah,
medical industry.
in the medical industry and in and with litigation lawyers
Hmm.
in medical industry on medical malpractice cases.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, great. Great, great. Awesome. So yeah, industry specific. And do you go to industry specific networking events? Is that where you
Yes, correct. I go to industry specific networking events.
Okay, great. Great, great. Awesome. So we talked about lead generation. So what are some other lead generation what are other ways to generate leads for you, for your business?
Uh, well, I would say the main lead generation techniques that works for us are still cold calls, but inside of the industry when we can call directly to a decision maker.
Hmm.
That works, and that how we get some clients, and also um, referrals.
Referrals. Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay, great, great. So just remember the techniques, and then it's you said that makes but it's if it's many techniques, they make.
Make.
Great,
Hmm.
yeah, good. Okay, so a lot of nice, nice, nice. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so we talked about decision makers, very good. Scalable solution. Right. So basically,
Hmm.
how is this, because you're offering a solution, how is it scalable, basically? So it's
Uh,
basically you grow it without losing efficiency so you can reach, thousands or millions of people.
Scalable solution for me. Uh, Very interesting. Scalable solution. I honestly don't know what scalable solution I can use in my specific niche.
Mhm. Okay, so here's some ideas. So, for example, the video,
Hmm.
and it is a scalable solution because you can send it out to hundreds or thousands of people, and it's like a presentation, it's a mini presentation. But
Hmm.
so these businesses, they don't have to go and explain it to a lot of people, but the video explains the product.
Yeah, that's definitely a scalable solution for our clients.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Hmm.
so that's the thing. So you could say that, oh, this video that work at this 3D, 3D model video format is the perfect scalable solution. You can sell, you can send the video to as many potential clients as possible, and then they don't have to sell it directly to them or in
Yeah,
person,
that's correct. That's like a sales speech, but without a real person.
right? Right, right. So
Hmm.
you can maximize efficiency and you can save time and get better results. Good, good, good.
Right.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And tell me a little bit about the way that you follow up with your after the networking event. Do you just what do you write? How do you reach out to them?
I usually write in a message on LinkedIn, something like "Hello, name, very nice talking to you
Mhm.
on this event last night." Um, and I usually point out something from our conversation, and I either offer to um, I'm saying if I can help you in any way, please let me know. Like if I can introduce you to someone or if I can help you with our service, please let me know. And I would ask for either a couple of referrals or if that was like a really valuable contact, I would try to set a meeting,
I see. Yeah, so set up a meeting. Yeah.
set up a meeting.
Okay, good, good, good. Nice. I like that. I like so you kind of you offer that's a great strategy. So before asking for something, you offer your help. Right. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like a win-win. Okay. Great. Great, great. And then you set up you set up an in-person meeting. So what
Yeah.
just at your office or at a Starbucks or how do or
Usually it happens during the lunchtime, so we usually go out somewhere, or it could be a Zoom meeting.
a Zoom meeting. Okay.
A Zoom meeting if we talked, if we already speak about something like very specific, and they said, "Yes, I have a product, I need to explain it. Let's meet with my team," and that's usually a good idea to have a Zoom meeting.
Right, right, right. Okay. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Perfect. So the next one, Elena, I wanted to talk. So this was, I mentioned this last time, which was the grammar. Not a big deal, and I know you know what the difference is, but it's just a quick just to practice the difference between the present simple and the present continuous.
Hmm.
So basically, if something that you do, if something that's a general truth or something that you do regularly, right, then it's present simple, right? So I run. So
Hmm.
maybe can you read these couples these examples right here, please?
I run a 3D modeling business specializing in product visualization.
Good, good, good. And this one you could just
I I usually attend international networking events twice a year.
good, good, good. So just this one, it's visu.
Visualization.
Good, good, good.
Mhm.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, and so then that's the permanent activities, and then the present continuous, right? It's just things that are happening around now, right?
Mhm.
So maybe these couple examples right here.
I'm currently expanding my client base in Europe.
Mhm.
Many companies are outsourcing 3D modeling at the moment.
Nice, nice, nice. Exactly. So maybe we could use maybe some examples, things that you normally do, right?
Mhm.
Maybe give me some more examples with this, and then some more examples of things that you're currently doing,
Mhm.
right?
Um, I usually work on 10 animations at a time.
Ooh, okay, good, good, good.
Uh, I'm currently working on a medical animation.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, nice. And how are you? How are you planning or how are you managing that current animation? So tell me about the process you're using right now.
Uh,
Do you do it by yourself, or do you outsource it? Do you have a team
mm,
of people? Yeah.
got it. Yeah, when I say I'm currently working on the animation, on the medical animation, I mean I'm managing the animation, and the animation is producing like, or we're creating the our team is creating the animation.
Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Nice. And maybe using the regular, how do you keep your team in check?
Um, we use a couple of online programs
Hmm.
that track time and track tasks.
Nice.
And we usually have every other day call or check with the team on a progress.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. And then the present continues. So, what are some issues you're experiencing at the moment? Some of your biggest pain points or your biggest, yeah.
Mhm. The biggest pain points right now is to um, make big corporations to move faster.
Ooh,
They're very slow on respond.
good, good, good. So, yes, making them, or maybe getting them, you can say,
Getting them,
getting them to
Mhm.
move faster.
Getting them to move faster.
Ooh, okay, that's the biggest pain point, okay? And how, you know, how could you make them, or how can you get them to move faster? What would be one strategy?
I think from the beginning, at the contract stage,
Hmm,
to really plan the game plan and set up milestones for our clients as well, so they know that they have a certain window of time to respond to us.
I see. I see, I see. Nice. So maybe here with the present continuous. So in a situation, how do you create a sense of urgency with a client, let's say, to be like, let's now it's now or never.
I'm
We gotta, yeah.
I'm creating a certain deadline for them to respond.
Okay, so I am
Like
creating right now or regularly?
regular, well, regularly
Okay,
I create. That means I create.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a tight deadlines. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you create almost like so sometimes it's about making yourself like less available, like almost like creating a sense of not so much urgency, but like a limited supply,
Mhm.
right? Like saying, oh, I've got only one. I'm only taking one client right now. Right? Or it's just basically just making yourself rare. Rare.
Mhm.
And do you do any of that? Any
Uh,
of those?
yeah, usually we set priorities. Or again, animations. We are working on projects in parallel, and that's why we have a certain window of time for a priority of the project. And if client does not respond in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, sometimes that happens. The project goes to a kind of at the end of the list because the process is not happening, and when they respond they need to wait while we are finishing while we finish um, the current tasks that we have.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. That could be a good strategy to speed up the process,
Yeah,
right? To make them take actions, create a sense of urgency. Um, Very good. So here, let's see. So maybe I think we can skip this one. But these are some good ones that you could use.
I actually I did that because I checked this document
Okay.
before our class, and I have only one question.
Okay, go ahead.
uh, it's gonna be the fourth sentence.
Hmm.
This month I attend several online networking events. So my question is, since it is this month, which is currently,
Yes,
I basically I would say this month I'm attending several online networking events, right?
exactly, exactly. So
Okay.
here in this context, these that would be the one because it's right now this period of time.
Hmm.
Now, if you're talking about this month, but up to this month, so meaning the first part of the month, so you could say I've attended, but that's a
Hmm.
different one. That's the present perfect. It means, if it's let's say the end of the month, you say, "Oh, I have attended a lot of them, but
Hmm.
I'm attending several." So that's good. Good. I'm attending several. Good. Good, good. And then, for example, if it's often, what is this one?
Often that means I often prepare.
Good, good, good.
Hmm.
Nice. Right now. Good.
Because it's like often on a regular basis in general.
Perfect. Perfect. Good. So I think it's you know this. It's just and it's a very common, it's not a big mistake, right? But it's just a
No, honestly, I think I need to nail it a lot better, especially, yeah, times I have them mixed up in my head.
yes.
And when you use this, like have, had, I need to practice it for sure.
Okay, okay, great. Well, that's this is a little bit of practice, and we did a little bit of practice, but I wanted to jump into the some of these sentence stems. So this kind of helps you kind of build your complex structures. So maybe
Mhm.
let's choose some of these and then just finish the sentence.
The biggest mistake people make at business events is having a long conversations about topics that are not related to the event.
Right. Okay. Biggest mistake. Great. Great, great. Let's try another one.
A successful networking conversation should always include exchange of contact and a brief discussion of the next steps.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice, nice. So the next steps. So the next step. Yeah, good. Good,
Mhm.
good. Yeah, that could be even like the last thing. What worked for me was just like the next step, almost like plan. It's kind of like dating,
Yeah,
like when you meet or when I meet a person, you don't just want to be like, oh yeah, I'll see you later. But it's like, hey, I'll meet you tomorrow. There's this event. You want to come?
right.
Right. So
Hmm.
it's kind of, I think, though that I applied that logic to this and be like, all right, well, the next step, let's meet tomorrow to talk about your business and we'll create it. We'll give you a sample, right?
Hmm.
Right. So something clear so they can get excited. So like next week, you'll be able to send this video to all your clients and they'll be ready to buy.
Hmm.
Good, good, good. Awesome. And then let's do a couple of these, right, where you agree or disagree,
Hmm.
right? So,
Networking events are more about relationships than selling. I agree. I agree with that
why?
because first you need to build a relationship with a person before you sell, especially a high ticket product or service.
Right. So it's about trust, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. Nice. And what's the best thing in order to build trust?
Uh,
What's like the key ingredient?
Very good question. Do you know the answer?
Probably I have my answer. I don't know, but maybe.
Okay.
So I would say some maybe empathy and listening, right? Listening and really connecting like on an emotional level with them, like their pains. And it's like, oh, tell me about your pain. Ooh, yeah, okay. And you're like very reflective, like you're really, you know,
Yeah, you're really not a surface level conversation. I agree. Hmm.
because people are emotional, right? At
That's
the end of the
true.
day, even the engineers and the guys that are, so if you can be like, okay, so tell me about your struggles.
Hmm.
And they're saying, oh, like last week, I just went to these meetings and they didn't understand what I was explaining to them. And you're like, oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah, how many guys did you talk about? They're like, oh yeah, I spent 5 hours and I didn't get one sale, or they didn't understand what
Mhm.
we do. And you're like, ooh, okay, yeah, no, that's hard. That's really hard.
Mhm.
So you're with them, you're on their team,
Yeah.
and then that's the perfect, pass to be like, well, you know what? I understand this, and I'm with you on this. So then you could introduce the solution.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe it is right about like maybe not introducing it right away, but maybe letting them know that you have it.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a little bit of mystery too. That it's all
Mhm.
energy, and it's like, oh, I know exactly what you're saying. I've got some clients, and they're in the same place. So
Mhm.
yeah, and so like that,
Relate, basically, relate with them.
relate, relate, and then make sure that that they're also to bring them in. The mystery brings them in.
Mhm. Got it.
And then the excitement of like saying, oh, I'm excited about this. I want them. They have the solution, but they have to follow through. Right. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, good. So I know we're running out of time, and I know you must be very,
Mhm.
very busy, so I don't want to take any more of your time. But if you want, since we didn't finish everything, if there's anything else here that you want to cover, we can. Or you can take a look at the last part, and then maybe ask me some questions next time, or it's as you wish.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay.
Cool. And then for next time, I will prepare something about breaking the ice. Does that sound like a good idea?
Perfect. Sounds good.
So
Yeah.
Tuesday. Okay, great. All right, Elena. Well, have a good rest of the week, a good weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy
Perfect.
your weekend.
Yes, thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.